This is the superhero hub, and to save our city, we must upload the highest quality, high comedy, comic book videos, reviews, and discussions. I'm Sam,
I'm Matt.
and today we're up for review is.
Arrow. I don't know what the episode is though.
What it's called or what number?
Both.
I think it's that episode 13, season 5, and the episode is called Bratva.
Yes, okay.
Welcome to Bratva. So, it had us, well, not us, but the viewers, retreading old paths back to Oliver's Bratva days, which I guess it kind of fits in with the flashbacks because the flashbacks are all kind of Bratva.
Yeah, I guess.
What, you're not impressed?
Yeah, I didn't mind the episodes, but yeah, I've always kind of liked Anatoli as his Russian friend, but you know, I don't care about the general, whatever the hell his name is.
No, they locked him up though, so you probably won't hear from him again.
Until he gets out again. I just like, let's move on with the Prometheus thing. Let's get to that.
Yeah, they've kind of waylaid that for a couple episodes, haven't they? Yeah, but that's their problem. They've got confused, bless them. It's like, imagine like the writers have sat down, they wrote the first half of the season, and then they've for some reason got carried away with other stuff. They think, right, we've got Oliver in the flashbacks in Russia, let's do something to do with Russia, so let's push back a Prometheus episode another week. Let's get Black Canary in, so let's push it back another week. And then it's kind of like, how are we going to like redo this now? So it'd be like all of a sudden, like Prometheus has done nothing for the last 2 weeks, and then probably the next episode it'll like pop up like, I'll give you 2 weeks to be like all cool and that, and then I'll decide I'm going to start blowing stuff up again.
Right, Prometheus has done nothing, and Oliver, the last thing he did, making Oliver kill Felicity's boyfriend, no one gives a fuck anymore. No one cares about that. And so, it's just getting left behind. Let's move the story on.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. You've got him 2 episodes where like he's jetted off to other places. He went to Hub City last episode. Now he's in Russia. Is Prometheus just like? Why wouldn't Prometheus blow up a plane and get done with it?
I don't know, but I'll distract us. Let's deal with what happened in the episode. So Oliver goes to Russia, yeah, or Russia via Toronto or wherever the hell they film in Canada. I mean, what a crappy version of Russia it was. At one point they were literally in a club or a restaurant or something, and it was red with like a Russian flag. Oh yeah, this is Russia. This will make people a bit of snow, a bit of red everywhere, and this is Russia.
I was convinced when I walked through the airport and I saw all the Russian language signs. That's when I knew it was Russia, and it kind of looked cold.
Without no one checking their passports or anything. Yeah, don't worry about it.
Yeah, that's one. My issue is like, I think they kind of address this at the end of the episode, but anyway. But like Oliver's like, it's okay, we can go to Russia because as mayor I get a private jet, and it's like. It's good that he didn't really. I think he's learned a bit, because while he's messing about in Russia, he just had like a black mask on. Because I mean, if he was wearing the arrow outfit and he was like nailing people with arrows, and then it was like, it's like, don't people question why he decides he needs to go to Russia all of a sudden? It's like in any kind of other kind of government, it would be like a big scandal in the papers, like, Mayor Queen's jetting off to Russia for no apparent reason. Wouldn't like reporters be like, we've got reports of you flying off to Russia, what were you doing there, what business have you got there?
Because it's weird as well, as a mayor, if he was something more higher up, like a senator or something, you could buy, but he has some sort of diplomatic reason to be in Russia. As a mayor of the city, there's no reason for that dude to go to Russia. It makes no sense.
Exactly. I think there are a couple characters that like they mentioned Thea throughout the whole episode, and that they keep like talking about her. It's like, when she's gonna pop up, I don't know, because
she's been gone for a while, hasn't she?
Yeah, I mean, I think they're just like, Thea's still about. Don't worry. It's like, I'm not really that bothered anyway.
Yeah, but I don't think I don't hate the character particularly, but I don't think the show misses her.
I think what they've done is they've gone off on a tangent. Literally, just the writers have been writing something, then they've been like, oh, go over here, and then they've been like, oh, we have to kind of get it back to where it's like, oh, where were we at the start? Oh, yeah, Prometheus. So I mean, these have kind of been. I guess you could say this episode was trying to wrap up like the John Diggle arc with the general. You know, you've got him out of jail, all cleared now. And then you got it's like I've never really been bothered about John Diggle, to be honest.
You know, I don't mind Diggle as Oliver's buddy, but kind of what I was trying to say earlier was I've never really cared about the general. I've never cared about him being locked up. I didn't get what they were going for anyway. I don't see the point in it, and I still don't now. Hopefully this is the end of it. Yeah, they wrapped it up. I'm glad he didn't kill him. You know, Diggle kind of brought it up himself. We've already seen him do that with his brother, and you know, good lord, we don't need to go through that crap again. That was awful.
Well, I mean, he could have just killed him and just been like, let's forget about it and never bring it up again. They could have just done that.
It could, but I think they made a good point where they need to be different from Oliver.
Yeah.
Although I want Oliver to kill people, they should be up there showing him there is a different path if he wants to take it. And if Diggle's going around killing people like Oliver is as well, then what's the point in having him around at the same person?
Yeah. My thing is with Oliver is back to killing people again. Is doing it willy nilly, and when he talks to Anatoli is just like when they talk about the Bratva rules, like I do something for you, you do something for me, and then Oliver's I can't do that because he instantly thinks it's going to involve killing someone. It's like, dude, what's your issue?
I think maybe the issue is who is he killing? You know, what exactly? He's still, yes, he may be kind of killing people again, but he's still being selective with who he is killing. Whereas, can you really trust who the Bratva are going? You know, they are basically gangsters. So can you trust who they're going after? He doesn't want to go out and kill an innocent person.
Yeah, but odds are it would just be like a rival cartel kind of thing, you know
what
I mean?
What if it isn't? That's a risk he shouldn't be taking. He is a superhero. He shouldn't be going out there killing people. You know, if he's doing that, he's no better than Deadshot.
Yeah, but I mean, you had him, like, when he did cut a deal, you had him going and grabbing that guy and telling him that his operation shut down and broke his fingers. How do you know that's not just some, like, innocent, normal guy and that?
But he didn't kill him.
Nah, but still.
Well, there you go. That's a big line.
Mm.
A big line.
I guess.
There's a difference between breaking a guy's hand and murdering him.
Yeah, but I just think it's like, why would he object? Why wouldn't he ask what's going on before he was just like, oh no, I won't do it, instantly thinking it's going to involve killing? Why can't he just be like, look, I'll just go around and rough a couple people up and that, which he probably end up doing anyway, so there's no point having his objection in the first place, and ahhing whether he's going to get like the Bratva's help and stuff like that.
But this is kind of their dynamic, him and Anatoli. This is... Every time we see them, they kind of argue a little and then they make up in the end. You know, that's their deal. That's what they do. So
yeah, kind of
pointless to expect anything different. We had a thing with Felicity as well, right? Kind of. I couldn't bring myself to care about that. I didn't really know where they were going with it.
Well, she's less moany now, and now you got Oliver's new love interest, whoever that woman is. You got her knocking about. So I mean, at least there ain't no messing about with him and Felicity, which is good until she ends up getting killed.
Good God, but you let it go.
Then you've got. I like the thing between Rene and Quentin Lance.
Right, yeah, Lance came back.
Yeah. I like that where they were like bumming around with each other. You had Quentin go off on one because like they were doing that pretend interview, but it's like, yo, that's what the people are gonna ask anyway. So I mean, that was a pretty obvious kind of thing.
It is, but I suppose it's a raw nerve, and his kids died again. So I guess it's something he doesn't want to hear, and it's something he can grow from. He's got to. If they're going to stop him from being an alcoholic, then they've got to set these things up for the character to go through and learn from, so he doesn't fall back on old habits again. So that's something to deal with. I think Rene has probably been the best addition to the show after new characters.
Yeah, I think like the past like 3 or 4 episodes have kind of thrown him into his own like kind of character arc to kind of make him more likable. You had him like in the invasion episode with Supergirl where he kind of warmed up towards the metahumans and the aliens. Then you had his kind of thing with Mr. Terrific a couple episodes back. Then you had him like gelling with the team like in Hub City, and now you've got him bumming around with Quentin as well. I think they're trying to like push him to the forefront so people are more like aware and like him a little bit more, which I guess is okay. I mean, he is kind of funny. He's all right.
And they've got to figure out a new dynamic for him on the show without having Laura around as well. You know, how do you stop him from being pointless? It'd be. I think he fits. I'll keep him around. Speaking of Mr. Terrific, he is exactly where I thought he'd be. Now he's back in the support role with Felicity, and I think he fits there better probably.
It's annoying that they'd hype up on Mr. Terrific or that business and then just having like go back to doing the desk job after a couple of episodes.
I would agree in theory, but I just think he fits there as portrayed in the show. I just think he fits there better.
It's annoying though because like Mr. Terrific's like a sick character, you know what I mean? But I don't think
it's not that big.
Yeah, it's pretty decent.
It's not hype, but yeah, it's Mr. Terrific. Crap, really.
I think they put their feelers out and realised maybe it's not working so well, and they were like, on second thoughts, let's just bench him, you know what I mean? I think that's pretty much what they did.
Yeah,
but
and why not? If you're benching a massive member of the Justice League, yeah, I might agree, but Mr. Terrific, it's not that big of a deal, and he fits better. The actor, in my opinion, suits that role better, so put him there.
And if we move on, I mean, we've covered those two parts of the team. Black Canary, she was kind of just there, whatever. Yeah. No opinion on her, didn't really do much.
No, she had a decent scene in the car of Oliver. It was okay, but yeah, she's just there, like you said.
Yeah, and then you had Ragman. Now he's not Ragman anymore.
Thank Christ for that.
Because I mean, what a thing with the nuclear bomb, you know what I mean?
Stupid.
I'm just gonna wrap it up real tight and give it tucks, and then when it blows up, it's just gonna be like nothing. And then
it's a load of crap. What a load of absolute. But I'll take it if it gets rid of that stupid. I'm sorry, it doesn't fit. It does not fit.
I think it's cool.
I don't mind the actual character, the guy. But his stupid Ragman abilities in this show just doesn't fit. He's better suited to Legends or even The Flash, on that I want to see that, but it makes no sense in Arrow.
I know, I thought it was cool. I liked his whole ability thing, but now he's lost it. He's kind of pointless now. What's he going to do? Is he going to be benched as well? Is he going to be like tech support?
Well, we saw at the end of the episode he's leaving for a while, isn't he? He'll come back with a new costume.
Yeah, that's going to be pretty batty. That's going to be like so like cop out when he comes back with that. I went soul searching and it just so happens I found some more rags, and it's okay then, mate.
They fill it into the scene though, didn't they? You said they're dead or for now, so they'll come back and he'll come back, but I guess for now with them bringing in the Black Canary,
they've crowded the team.
You need to get one of the member of the team out, so he's gone for a while and they'll bring her in.
They've crowded the team so much they don't really know what they're doing, which is that's why I think maybe they dashed Rene off to do like stuff for Quentin, so it's not like
because Diggle's back now as well, isn't it? So they're gonna have to work that balance out, and obviously now they've got Mr. Terrific sitting out with Felicity. Now they've got Ragman out of the team, and they're probably gonna alternate between Rene and Diggle and Black Canary.
I prefer Rene to Diggle. Yeah, I don't know that much about Black Canary yet. This new woman to kind of make justification.
It's the same as the old one.
Yeah, I know, but it's like, am I gonna like her personality? Because I can't. If you roll with Laurel for like 4 seasons, you kind of get accustomed to her, and then because this one's a little different to Laurel.
She is, but again, let's not forget the past. For the first 2 years, no one liked Laurel. They only started liking Laurel when Felicity became annoying.
I know, I kind of always like Laurel, I guess. Is there anything we haven't covered? The end of the episode where you've got Oliver's like girlfriend kind of doing Snoopy.
Oh yeah, and even before the Snoopy thing, when they were in bed together and the camera holds on her at the end, it's like she's up to something.
Yeah.
Is she in bed with Prometheus?
Probably. Well,
I
she
didn't mean
was
that.
in
I didn't
bed.
mean that literally.
She was in bed
no.
with Oliver Queen. Yeah, probably. I mean, it's real ham-handed. You know what I mean? Or
Do we know?
ham-fisted.
Yeah, ham-fisted. Do we know Prometheus is a bloke? I can't remember.
I don't know. I've never seen him without his mask. So I mean, until I see him without his mask, they confirm it.
Because I can't remember if they, we're talking about, and we saw flashbacks of Oliver killing that dude apparently from around about the time of season 1, wherever it was, right? That did they mention he had a son?
Yeah.
So are we assuming that Prometheus is a guy, or did he have a daughter as well? I can't remember, but if she isn't Prometheus, my guess is that she's with him.
Yeah, obvious. I mean, as I said now, until I actually see the reveal, I'm not going to make kind of any, because they'll probably like try and do something clever. I think they're trying to waylay people that like the writers are going to try and do something clever, but it's just going to be like, nah, you messed up again.
It's got to be something, isn't it? You can't take his mask off and have him be someone we've never seen before. That was stupid.
Yeah, I think what they need to do is see. Now I'm thinking, do you know that DA guy you were saying? Apparently he was like vigilante. Yeah, I don't see why he wouldn't turn out to be Prometheus, because he's kind of in with the. He knows all the players and that.
It's possible, yeah, and I considered it before. It's only when I looked it up and thought, is he actually Vigilante, the comic book character? I can't remember, but I think he is. But they could definitely change it up. It's not like anyone cares, can they? So
exactly. So I mean, I think kind of watching it, I think literally they need to just kind of soft reboot the whole program next season. I think they need to get rid of like literally just start from scratch.
I don't know, because I do think this season has been an improvement. I just think they've got bogged down now with this general stuff. The second half of the season is off to a slow start. They need to cut the crap and get back to the Prometheus stuff.
That's what I mean. They
need to figure out what you're going to do with this team.
That's what I mean.
I like Rene. I think the tech people work fine there. You got to figure out what you're going to do with Thea. You can't keep saying she's away. You know, either you have her in the show or you don't.
You'll have to have an A team or a B team, or maybe even like ditch some of them off to like Legends of Tomorrow. But even then, it's like next season, what's stopping them bringing in another couple characters? And then with Legends of Tomorrow, you've got flipping this Spear of Destiny. How do we know at the end of Legends of Tomorrow Sarah Lance ain't just going to bring Laurel Lance back?
I don't know.
That's what I mean.
Hopefully they won't. We heard that she's got a contract, right, with the same contract your man, Captain Cold, dude from Prison Break, I can't remember his name, but they've got a contract.
Wentworth Miller.
That's right, and I think maybe John Barron might have the same one where they're in every show. So maybe they'll bring her back, but I don't think so. They'll probably stick with a back Slimer thing, but they've got to figure out who they want to be on the team.
Exactly. I mean, as I said, split into A team and B team, but even then it's going to be like people ain't going to be really getting the screen time. The different characters ain't going to be getting the kind of screen time that as you go through like the season you're going to think, oh, I like this person, because it'll only be like 1 or 2 lines every episode, because you've got about 4 people on each team and you got to focus. You're going to be focusing on Oliver, you're going to be focusing on everyone else. So I mean, I think they're trying to get Felicity back to her old roots of like techno terrorist person.
Yeah, quippy, funny support act, yeah, which you should be.
Yeah, so that's what I mean. I think they're trying to soft reboot. I mean, where they're going to go after this season, I don't know, but I mean, there's going to have to be some big changes. So moving from there, let's talk numbers.
7. I thought it was good for what it was, despite what I said. It's just my frustration comes with the distraction again from the main plot. I wanted to get back to it, but for what it was fine. It was okay.
Yeah, I'll give it a 6.5.
Okay.
I'm giving it the 7's like above average, you know what I mean? This was kind of just like another kind of pointless episode. Really, it's like if they chopped the episode out, it wouldn't have changed nothing.
No.
Really, would it? So I mean, it was another like throwaway, pointless episode. So, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. I'm Sam.
I'm Matt.
And you've been watching The Superhero Hub.